Anybody have any anything to talk about or any questions right before we get started? Anything good happened today? Charlene, which one are you? It says owner.
I don't know. I'm trying to find out what's going on.
Oh, I see it. It says owner. That's what I see which one you are on my screen.
Click owner.
Yep.
Click owner.
Well, you might want to click video if you want us to see you.
Okay.
Cool. How you doing?
Okay. Good to see you guys.
Likewise. You put in there you're a newbie.
Well, I'll tell you what. I came to you guys, I think in January. I was looking at a place in Highland Park. Your advisement wasn't worth the time. That was hard to get the values. They're up and down all around the house. Anyway, I've gone out and looked, and you're one of the people I sent an email to. I cannot believe this. I have the luck of having a realtor sending me some listings, and they're expired listings. Some are off market. Some have been on for more than a year. And I want to start making calls. So I got an account at Batch Skip Tracing, and I'm having a problem using the account. So I'm using True People Search instead until I get that figured out.
Yep. Do you have how big's your list?
Let's see, close to 40.
Okay.
And then the list, one was from June and one was from September. Because I was listening to one of your recordings earlier, I think it was in January, maybe February, you're saying that those really old lists, you still keep yours and go over them. And I said, hey, wait, I have some old stuff here because it was just when the weather changed and I got stuck in the snow doing a driving for dollars. And so I got really frustrated and I started running around the office. I said, wait, I can do that. And so that's what I've been trying to follow through on.
Nice. Yeah, the True People Search or Free People Search, something like that. I mean, if you only have 40, that would work for you. Awesome. You know?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
What's up, Mike?
What's going on?
Cool. We'll get started in 5 minutes. If anyone has any questions, you can ask now, or we could do it during the session or the Zoom. We have a Facebook page for this. I'm going to put it in the I gotta find it now. I forget what it's called. Where are you at?
Thank you.
Hello.
Hey, what's the Facebook page called?
Oh, I'll drop a link in the chat.
Okay, great.
Hello, everyone. So.
Cool. Hey, does anyone have any recent deals that they either closed or they got under contract they want to talk about real fast? We'll get started in a few minutes, but cool. What you laughing at?
And I got a deal we can talk about.
Yeah, I got a couple pointers, hard lesson that I learned in the last couple weeks. We'll get started in 2 minutes. I'm going to tell everyone our disclaimer. We do this every Wednesday, 8 o'clock. It's me, Todd Chun, Michael Heater, and Carson Demick. Carson is out of town right now, and so he's not going to be joining us today, but we usually do it together, all three of us. And we'd like talking about wholesaling, answer any questions that anyone has. Sometimes we have specific topics. So if there's any specific topics you'd like to hear or us to talk about, just type it in the chat or go to our Facebook page. Michael Heater put that in there in the chat room. And we could definitely do that. And also put in your information in the chat room, like your name, email address, cell phone, and what what you do. If you're a wholesaler and rent, buying holds, flipper, things like that. And everything we say is, a lie. If you like it, try it yourself, try it on for yourself, but we're definitely not lawyers. We're not CPAs, nothing like that. We're just giving our experience of how we do things. And if you like it, you could try it. All right, let's get started, Michael.
Let's do it.
You gotta tell us a little bit about you, Mike, and what you're doing, and then tell us about a deal you might have.
All right, everyone. Welcome again. Michael Heater here, wholesaler based out of the Genesee County Flint market, and now expanding closer to the Detroit areas, squatting up with my man Todd here. So yeah, recent deal done, and I want to talk about this one because I wish when I first started I'd done more of this, and that's following up. Fortune is in the follow-up. If you haven't heard that saying, get very familiar with it because it's tried and true. I was thankful enough to have closed on my largest wholesale fee of my year-and-a-half career yesterday, and it just came from sheer follow-up. And my largest fees ever have always come from following up over months. So this was no different. And what was great about this deal is not only was really became a true problem solver, right? Not only was I able to give this man a cash offer and close in a matter of weeks, but I also assisted him. He had a Corvette, a little one-man dune buggy, and this man was a veteran. It was paraplegic, so he hasn't walked in 27 years. So I was able to only give him a cash offer and close quickly, but I also, threw in my services of, hey, I'll get this dune buggy of yours, this 79 Corvette of yours, and this extra motor out to your property. And, guys, so at the end of the day, you want to be a problem solver as much as possible, So I spent an extra $500, just to help them out. And that's it, guys. The money is great. And Todd and I were talking about this earlier, like there's nothing better than wholesaling, right? There's no freaking reason we should get paid what we get paid. You know what I'm saying? So if there's ever a moment where you can, give more and go that extra mile, definitely do it, because you are getting paid, very well in the first place. So don't be afraid to go the extra mile and be that problem solver. So yeah, needless to say, and I made original contact with this gentleman December 16th. And we closed March 2nd. So that just gives you the idea of the time period and time frame. And I've had multiple long conversations with this gentleman, went out to his property 25 minutes away to get the contract signed. So, do what it takes to get the deal done. Follow up, have some sort of system in place where you don't lose track of your leads, so you're able to consistently follow up. So it was a great one. Super, super happy about it.
Sweet. Yep. Yeah, I remember you were working this guy. I think at one point you're ready to give it up on the guy, right?
Right. I mean, there's, you always start, I do still to this day. You're always like getting your head like second guessing, like, man, is this even worth it? Like, man, this guy was the type of guy where I would call him and I would get maybe 10 words in, and then I'm cut out of the conversation. And he's just on rambling on and on. I literally would sit on the phone with him for like an hour plus sometimes, let him go and go and go. And honestly, I got to a point where I didn't really mind it, because I understood his situation. Well, as I figured out his situation, that he's been paralyzed for 27 years, no friends, no family member. His nurse that cares for him went behind his back and rented out this property that I bought from him for almost 6 months. He had no idea. The closest person in his life even went behind his back and was making money off of him. So I got to a point where I could kind of understand where he was coming from and talking and rambling, and because he just had nobody to talk to. So I would just sit there as he's talking to me, and I would listen as much as possible, and at the same time, do some work on the side. But yeah, I second guess myself, like, man, is this all going to be worth it? Is this all going to be worth it? But just stay true to the course, and it'll pay off in the end. So don't give up on leads too soon, especially if the numbers are making sense. So
cool.
Yeah,
Absolutely. All right, cool. Yeah, I got a deal to talk about, one deal. And I was going to talk about that one we're doing, heater, but it hasn't closed yet. So I'm not going to talk about that one. I don't want to jinx it. But I got a couple deals. Like in South Warren, if you guys are familiar, is a hot little neighborhood. I mean, you got some 2 bedrooms, 1 bath on crawl spaces, and they're fixing those houses up and selling them for 85,000. You get a 3 bedroom, 1 bath on a crawl space, you're at 100, maybe a little more. So it's a great rental market, and it's a great little flip market, if you get them at a good price. So I closed the deal last week. Actually, I was on Clubhouse. First time I was ever on Clubhouse, and I met a few investors, some local, some out of state, and one of them reached out to me, and he and another guy, him and someone else from Clubhouse went and looked at my house on Packard, a 2 bedroom, 1 bath, and they ended up selling it. I ended up selling it, and we closed on it pretty fast, like within a few days. So that worked out well. And then I had another one in the same area, South Warren, and it was rented. The renter was kind of paying, and it was a 3 bedroom, 1 bath. So we just got that locked up today, and we're closing that next week. And so there's a couple of deals right there. So that's just a nice little pocket. A lot of people that buy in South Warren do not buy in Detroit, but it's lower end market for rentals and some flips. If you know Van Dyke and 8 Mile, between 8 and 9 Mile, that area.
Where'd this lead come from, Todd?
That lead came for I call it pay per click. It's pay per click, right? Pay per click. Yeah. So another guy I work with, we have a little team that, we do some marketing there, and then we get it under contract and we sell it. So yeah, that's where both of those leads came from, that right there.
So you squatted up, right?
I squatted up. Yep.
It's powerful, everyone. Super powerful. We'll always preach it every week, is the power of squatting up.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to reach out to somebody, us or anyone in your local market that is doing deals, and team up and work together. I know personally, I love, like, not only like going back to me making my biggest assignment fee ever, but I squatted up with Carson, who is the third that we do these calls with, and he was able to also make a hefty assignment fee. So it's really fun to make money with your friends, and to put people in positions to succeed. So I enjoy it thoroughly, doing sharing in the winnings and sharing the success. So
Yeah.
don't get too greedy, because what will end up happening is what sometimes people try to do is they want everything is theirs. They want mine. This money is mine. This money is mine. But in all actuality, they're really just hurting themselves in the long run, and they really could be making more money by squatting up with somebody who's maybe more knowledgeable with the local market and has those better buyers and is able to sell deals for more money. So, don't be afraid to squat up with somebody in your local market. Give it a shot at the very least.
And in case someone doesn't know, squatting up is when you, like, give you an example, like Mike Heater might have a deal. He got a deal in Hazel Park under contract. He called me, we discussed it, and he doesn't know that area well because he's a Flint, Saginaw type guy. And I said, Mike, it's a good deal. Lock it up. I could sell it. So we squatted up, and he locked it up, and we had it sold already. When did you lock it up, Mike? Was it Monday?
Last week, like last Thursday or Friday? I think it was
It was Friday or Monday. I thought it was Monday, but
I had made like initial contact with this guy, I think on Monday, but I talked with him a few times, and my cold caller had actually reached out about another property of his, and after discussing with him, that first property didn't seem like a good fit. So anyways, there was a little bit of back and forth. Yeah, it wasn't Monday. It was towards the end of the week, I believe.
Yeah. I think you were talking to him last week, and you actually got the contract signed on either Friday or Monday, something like that. But we had it sold probably before you even had it locked in on the contract. Had it sold. Right. We're closing Friday of this week. That was one of the things. So, but that's what squatting up is you work with someone else. Someone might have the lead. Someone might, they might come to me and they might have the deal. They got it locked up, or even if they just have a lead. And when I squat up with someone, my normal is 50%. We split everything 50-50. It doesn't matter if you just bring a lead to me and then I get it locked up and I get it under contract and I sell it and everything, I'm still splitting it 50-50. And you can learn fast this way also. Before you want to graduate, you want to get leads, and then you want to learn how to lock them up. And then from locking it up, you want to learn how to find a buyer. So in transaction coordinating, things like that. But you can learn this way. That's a good way of doing it. And so I would say 3 or 4 months ago, before I heard Pace Morby, Brent Daniels, and Jamil Danji speaking about this. And I think, Mike, you're the one that told me about those guys, like Jamil, you and Carson. I never, listened to them before, and I started listening to them. But I really didn't know what squatting up was. I wasn't really a fan of it. I figured, look, I could work my own leads and and get the deals and sell them. But I think I was talking to Mike Mukhtar here. We were talking the other day, and I said it's a lot more enjoyable working with someone else. You know, just like you said, Michael, it's a lot more enjoyable working with someone else and sharing the profits, and you could do more things with two people, you know,
Right.
or three people or whatever. I mean, I squatted up with two other guys before, and we just split them a third, and we're killing it. It's not like, I mean, we're making some money on it. So, and you know, so that's just something to think about. And so I had a phone call today. Another guy said, I got a deal here and I want to pay you 25% of the assignment fee. And I mean, I didn't say anything. I said, you can send it to me. And I got enough deals I'm working on, and I could sell it to buyers, and it's really 50%. I think that's more than fair. And I used to be one of those guys where I used to say, I'll pay you 25%, depending on what's being done. It's just easier to get that number together, figure it out. It's 50-50. That's the way I do it. That's the way I believe Michael does it. Carson does it. Sometimes Carson will say, Michael, you know, you make the majority and I'll make this. And, you know, if that guy says that and he's happy with it, go for it, you know, because he made a good fee on that one. And because he probably knew Michael could have sold it and made all of it. Mike said, well, sure, let's do it, you know, for sure. All right. Let's see, does anyone have any specific questions? Any struggles? Any wins?
Hey, how's it going? My name is Rob Sanchez. How you guys doing today?
Good, Rob. What's going on, buddy?
Welcome.
Hey, I'm just to start off, I'm not a wholesaler. And I just wanted to kind of drop in and give my information because I've been buying houses lately, but I normally go to a realtor and use an MLS. But I have a lot of people asking me how they can buy houses cash in the Metro Detroit area and in Detroit, Southwest Detroit specifically. And I keep, I tell them that wholesalers are the way to go, but I personally don't have any contacts yet. So I would just like to kind of leave my information and see if you guys could all add me to reach out to me with deals in the Detroit and downriver community.
For sure. Yeah. Please type your information in the chat box. I got a 4-unit in Southwest Detroit as we speak right now.
Okay, Southwest, yeah.
Yeah.
What are the crossroads?
Put your information in there. I'll send it to you. Okay. Yeah, it's a nice rental.
And
Okay,
be sure to check out Todd Chun's Facebook group as well. I typed it in TC Deals Detroit. It's a pretty active group, and you'll see all of Todd's deals in his inventory list. So definitely get a part of that group.
Yeah, and you'll see other wholesalers. Any wholesaler has any deals, feel free to put it on TC Deals.
Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to drop in and exchange information and let you guys know that I have a couple people asking, and I myself am looking for something. So I'll do that. I'll provide my information, and I look forward to hearing from you guys.
Absolutely. Thanks, Rob.
I'll take out
Appreciate
your website too.
Awesome. Who's next? Come on.
Hey, how you guys doing? This is Justin.
Good, Justin. What's going on, man?
Nothing much. I currently have four properties altogether. Well, 3 of them under contract with me specifically, and the other one is through another wholesaler, and I'm trying to basically find buyers for all of them.
Okay. Did you send those to me?
No, I haven't. I don't.
Okay.
I think I send them to you via Facebook.
Okay, I'll check them out. Or did you post them on my Facebook page also?
Yep, I post them on your Facebook page also.
Sweet,
Yeah.
sweet. What kind of deals are they?
They are all of them. Well, except for one, all three of them are full rehab properties, all under 13,000. Two are in the 48227 zip code, and one is in the 48228 zip code.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, but they're for sure full rehab.
Got it.
And the other one is a tenant occupied property. I'll have to look at that zip code. I don't know the zip code off the top of my head.
And that one there is, how much are you asking for that one?
We got it under contract for.
You don't have to tell us that. Hang on.
Okay.
Don't ever tell anyone that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Taylor, it doesn't matter what you got it under contract for, because then they start counting your money, you know, and the longer it sits around there, then you're only going to make $500 or $1,000.
We're looking for 45,000 for it.
Okay. So the thing as a wholesaler, what you want to do is, and how much is it rented for?
700 monthly.
Okay. And do you know what the ROI is on that one? If not, it's okay.
Not off
Oh,
the
yeah.
top of my head. I'll have to probably search for that information.
Okay. Do you have the address handy?
Yes, I have the address handy.
All right. What's the address?
6714 Rosemont Avenue.
Okay. So that's in Warrendale. That's a hot little area. Okay. So the taxes on this property here is let's say like $950 a year. Okay. I'm gonna try to share my screen real fast, guys, and I want to just show you something. All right. So as a wholesaler, this is kind of what I do. Here you go. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
All right, perfect. So I got an ROI sheet, and in Detroit, you want to be, in my opinion, now this is me, because when I'm selling deals, I want to be around 18% ROI and higher. Okay. How much the rent is? How much again, Justin?
700.
Okay. And does it need any major work right now?
No.
Okay, great. So 45,000. All right. Let's say it needs zero work. And that includes your fee, right? The 45,000.
Yes, sir.
All right. So I'm just going to show you this. I'm going to put in 1,000. So if I put in 700, the management fee is going to change to 10%, which is 70. The reserve for maintenance is going to change at 70. Okay. So, all right. Now the taxes are 950. So I take 950 a year, divide by 12. 950 divided by 12 is $79. Okay. So I'm going to say $80. All right. Do you see what the ROI is, Justin? 11%. All right. You're not going to sell that deal. That's not a good rental.
Okay.
How many bedrooms is it?
Hold on, give me a second. 3 bedrooms. 3 bedrooms, 1 bath.
3 bedrooms. Does it have a basement?
I don't know that information.
All right, I'm going to tell you. Hang on. Here's the house, 6714, no basement. See there? See, this is basement square footage, 0. So let's see if there's any old listings. Yep. Let's see if there's the house. I'll see if there's any basement. Hang on. Nope, no basement. So that's what the house kind of, well, one was frame and one was brick. Let's see which one it is. It's actually a frame house. Okay. But there's no basement. Oh no, this one says basement. That's weird. On the public records, that would be good information to know, okay, if it has a basement or not. But 6714, want to see, I'm going to go on Google, Rosemont, Detroit, Michigan. All right, so I click on the picture. Now I'm going to go to the side view and see if it has any basement windows. This is it right here. Okay. All right. Don't see any yet, but that car might be in the way. Let's go to the other side of the house. The car's in the way too.
That's amazing how you can zip right through this. A lot of information can be split.
Yeah, you could. Where's the house at? The van. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if it has a basement. I'm looking on public records. It doesn't. This says a basement on this one, but that could be wrong because these agents don't know what the hell they're talking about sometimes. This says a crawl space. You see that?
Yes.
All right. And public records doesn't show. That's not even the right house. All right. So that's wrong. And this one says nothing for foundation. So my opinion, it doesn't have a basement. So still a good rental, but
It's not at that price.
are they on a month-to-month lease? Or you're not sure?
Not sure about that.
All right, so that's a couple of things. Was this your contract or someone else's?
Somebody else have this under contract, but I'm help.
Okay.
I basically provided him the lead.
Okay, gotcha. And so those are questions that someone else got it under contract. So when you talk about it, you need to know if it's a month-to-month lease, are they good payers? Are they bad payers? Do they want to stay? Are they up to date? Things like that. All right. So because any buyer is going to want to know that information.
Okay.
So a 3-bedroom, I think that was a 3-bedroom. I can't remember already. Was it? No, 2-bedroom, 1 bath over here is $700 a month. If it's fixed up nice, you might be able to get 800 in this area. So let's just look at 800. It's still a 13% ROI. But if it's a long-term lease at 700, I'm going to tell you what you need to sell this house for. See what happens. 30,000. You're at 16.6. So you're going to have to probably be around 28,000 to make this deal work. All right. You know, if the seller wants 40, I mean, I don't know what you guys got under contract. I don't care. But if you could sell it for 28,000 and make money, great. If you can't, the only way to pay more is maybe you go to the seller and say, look, technically this is a 2-bedroom, 1 bath, no basement, and our return on investment is low. All right. And it just doesn't make sense. The only way I could pay you more, would you be interested in seller financing? And if you're interested in seller financing, then you can maybe get it on terms with them. So that's a possibility. And then it changes the ballgame.
Okay.
What do you think, Michael?
Yeah, I think you hit the nail on the head, Todd. I just did a quick ROI before you pulled out the calculator and got the 11%. I just had a feeling that was going to be, a hard sell. So yeah, Jason, like what Todd just did right there, especially tenant occupied, is really how you need to, is a really good way to kind of base off exactly where you need to be in offer price, Okay. And it just comes with experience too, and understanding exactly like what your buyers are looking for, as far as like from an ROI standpoint. And that's why it's good to squat up with somebody like Todd that you can run this deal by before you even contract it and say, hey, Todd, here's the situation, like all the details, like where would I need to be at, So, and then you know exactly, what number to take to the seller and start negotiating on. So,
and you don't need this calculation form to do this. All you do is take the rent minus 10% for management fee, minus 10% for maintenance, and then minus the taxes, monthly taxes and monthly insurance. And then you come up with 415. Take 415 times it by 12 months. Okay, 415 times 12 is 1,980. Okay, divide that into 28,000, and that's where you're going to get this number right here.
Okay.
Okay, now if this house needed 10 grand in repairs, and if it was vacant, and then if it was vacant, I would say this house would rent for 850, because I'm going to make it look nice at 10 grand in repairs. Now we're getting closer. You see that?
Yeah.
So you'd sell it for 28. They would put 10 grand in repairs. They're buying it for 38,000. This 28 includes your assignment fee. And then they could rent it for 850. And then you take 535 times 12, divide it into this, and you'll come up with that number right there. All right.
How do you determine what's the proper return on investment? I mean, you just set a limit, say, well, I want 17, I want 20.
Well, 11% maybe in the suburbs might be pretty good, 11, 12, somewhere around there. But in Detroit, this is a Detroit property. My buyers are buying, if I could get 20% or higher, they're buying fast.
Well, okay. So basically get what you can.
Yeah. But if you're at some buyers, if you have some out-of-state buyers, you might be able to get down to 15% in Detroit. But that's just, that the name of the game is to pitch it out and sell it pretty fast and not hold it for 30 days, where you can't sell it. So and the more work it needs, the lower you got to be at a higher percentage, because